here, wow, it's actually not a bad 14th pick. So Mirrodin Spy. It's
Actually,
actually
absolutely playable in this deck.
yeah, it actually is a pretty sweet pick. So it's nice to be able to get this kind of thing late. It's always good to find a really good playable really late. All right, so 15th pick. I'm pretty torn between this island and the island. I think I'm gonna take this island because the art's so pretty. All right, so this is not a bad pack actually. We got some pretty sweet cards. Black Sun Zenith to start off with, plus a few other. I think we've gotten a few more artifacts now.
Your artifact count went way up that pack.
So feeling actually really pretty good. So I don't really have that many expectations for the third pack. I think I would love to have like a Spread the Sickness, but other than that, like a couple of Spread the Sickness would be pretty awesome. But other than that, just more artifacts, I guess, more low drops. All right, so looking at this pack, pretty obvious first pick to me. Well, actually, there is a Decimator weapon here, which is a bit tough because it's really between that and Go for the Throat, I think.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
I think Go for the Throat probably is better for the deck than Decimator Web, though that is a pretty sweet card. I haven't played with Decimator Web in a draft before, or really at all, so I can't say how strong it is. It seems like it should be pretty strong. And as a 4-drop, it's not really that hard to cast. But I'd probably still just go for the Throat because I don't think this deck really has any removal, like direct removal.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So that'd be my pick, even though Decimator Web just seems like it'd be sweet. Alright, and we agree. Did you have anything
The
you want
Draw Stripper was a little tempting as well. But, yeah.
I mean, you would have considered taking a Draw Stripper over a Go for the Throat?
Not over Go for the Throat. If it was between Decimator Web and Draw Stripper, I probably would have went Draw Stripper.
I don't know. I can see that. Same cost. One's more reliable than the other. Alright, so pick 2. Spread the Sickness seems like the pick. See, there's also a Gargoyle. Lots of big, beefy creatures. Another Vivisection. Another Pierce Strider. So I guess to me it's between Spread the Sickness, Pierce Strider, and Vivisection. And I guess like I just saying about no direct removal, I would just take the Spread the Sickness. Just because it's direct removal, we've already got 2 Pierce Striders. And you don't want to have too much card draw. Because you actually need to have good cards to draw into.
Yeah, absolutely.
So my pick here would be the Spread the Sickness. And you chose the Gargoyle?
I did choose the Gargoyle. It's a good creature, I guess, and it's castable. Spread the Sickness probably should have been the pick. I was too starstruck with Tezzeret and hitting that guy for 4 before Tez comes out. Hitting with him for 4 again, turning him into a 5/5 flyer. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely would have taken Spread, but I don't know. Alright, so we'll just move past this pick and go with...
Looking back at it now, like looking at the text, it should have been Spread the Sickness.
Alright, but a 4/4 flyer is pretty strong. I'm sure it probably did well in the matches it came down in. Alright, so next pack, Vivisection, Titan Forge. Interesting. If you had any kind of proliferate, that card wouldn't be that terrible. Trying to think, Treasure Mage, if we actually had that many 6-drops that were that high. because you had the Rhino. Now you have the Flyer. I don't know. Treasure Mage actually doesn't seem like a bad pick here. I think
I was looking at the Treasure Mage and the Titan Forge, is what it came down to.
Yeah. I think I'd probably take the Treasure Mage here, just because it's a creature, plus it fetches your Flyer, your Rhino, your big creatures. So yeah, I think Titan Forge is more like a Golem Foundry type card that it looks better than it is. But hard to tell. Like I said, if this was like a Mirrodin Beseiged, like an MSS, 2 scars, I might take the Titan Forge because I think there are probably better proliferated effects than scars. But yeah, so my pick here would be Treasure Mage. But you took the Titan Forge?
Yep, I'm starting to fall apart at this point.
So did you have any what was the reason that you took that over the Treasure Mage?
Just because at this point I had not planned on running a Razor Field Rhino in there. The only thing I would be searching up is the Gargoyle. And if the games go long, Titan Forge is okay, because it puts a 9/9 onto the battlefield. If the games aren't going long and they get a Tezzeret to stick, then it's a 5/5.
Yeah, either one of those makes sense to me. So, I think the picks are not that far apart. I would have gone Treasure Mage, but that's just I haven't played Titan Forge, so maybe it turns out to be better than I thought. Alright, so next pick. Alright, so let's see, Phyrexian Juggernaut, another Oculus, Gust Skimmer, Spine of Ishsa. This one's interesting. It's also a Signal Pest. Huh. And a Spread the Sickness. How did I miss that one?
It's a pretty stacked pack.
This is kind of ridiculous. I think here I would take Spread the Sickness. I think if I had taken the one before that, I might not have taken a third one. Or I might have been less inclined to take a third one. I don't know whether I would have taken it or not. Like, both the Oculus and the Gust Skimmer are tempting. The Spine of Ishsa seems like it should be good. Because it is another direct removal spell, plus an artifact that can be animated by Tez. But I just feel like having as much removal as possible just seems like a good game plan to me. So I guess for me it's between probably the Spine of Ishsa and Spread the Sickness. We'll see what you did.
Should have been Spread the Sickness.
Signal Pest. Alright, so your thought here was just like a potential 5/5 flyer with Battle Cry?
That and looking at the casting cost of what we have so far, I need low drops. Low drops that are useful.
So would you still stand by that one over Spread the Sickness?
Had I had taken the Spread the Sickness earlier over Gargoyle like I should have, then yes. But as it is now, I really need to Spread the Sickness again.
Alright.
I need some removal.
Alright, so let's see what the next pack holds. Alright, so here there is a Peace Strider, Vivisection.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
So I kind of my mouse already kind of cheated, and it showed me that you chose the Peace Strider. I think I've talked about in the podcast before how I didn't really like the Peace Strider just because life gain is not that good. But I guess like we were talking about earlier, like the fact that Infect's not that big of a strategy in this, like in Triple Mirrodin Besieged, the life gain actually does seem a bit more relevant. And I think I'd rather have a creature over another draw spell. So I can agree with taking the Peace Strider here.
here, it was between Vivisection and Peace Strider. I'm not running more than one Vivisection in the deck. There's no way. We already have a Vivisection, so I'll be passing the rest of those.
Yeah, so that seems like a fair pick. Alright, so pick 6, Vidalcan Infuser, Mirrodin Spy, Acre Wellspring, even a Phyrexian Rager. So it's actually not a bad pack for this late, almost halfway through the pack.
Yeah, I don't know. There's plenty of stuff playable for us and plenty of stuff playable for anybody.
I don't think we actually have any things that take charges, so the Vidalcan Infuser is out. Mirrodin Spy is probably out, so to me it's between the Icar Wellspring and the Phyrexian Rager.
Yep, that's what I came down to.
And I think, haven't we already grabbed one Phyrexian Rager at this point?
Yes.
So, I don't know, to me it seems like I'd rather just have the artifacts, Icar Wellspring, potential double card draw, and another target for Tez. So that'd be my pick here. Let's see what you did. Alright, so you also chose the Acre Wellspring. Alright, so let's move on to pick 7. Alright, so another decent pack, really between Flare Husk and Phyrexian Rager.
Yeah. Not to spoil things, I think we know what we're going to pick based on the last one.
So you're saying that you probably picked the Phyrexian Rager then?
Nope, I went Flare Husk.
Okay, good, because that's what I wanted to pick.
Like you said before, I don't want more than one Phyrexian Ranger. And we would definitely like the Flare Husk and consider it earlier on in earlier packs.
Yeah, I like the Phyrexian, I mean, not the first one, but I like the Flare Husk in this situation. The Phyrexian Rager is awesome. I love that card. A 2/2 that draws you a card for 3 seems like a good value, but Flare Husk, just the fact that it's living weapon, so versatile, such a low drop, and a artifact to boot just seems good. So that was your pick. So we'll move on to pick 8. So things kind of dried up a bit. So you have the option of a big golem, a rhino, a counter, or a plunder. And I think here the only card that's actually good is the plunder still.
Yeah,
I mean,
can see that.
The golem seems, I mean, a 5/7 for 7 doesn't seem terrible, but I haven't seen the curve, so I'm not really looking at a curve here, so I can't really say what the curve looks like. So that would obviously affect probably my choice here, but I probably still think that the morbid plunder is the pick, even though running 2 doesn't seem that good. But we'll see what you did. All right, so you did go with the golem.
Yeah, but taking the plunder would have been taking it away from someone else as well.
Yeah.
But I do like the 5/7 body on, even if it is 7 casting cost.
Yeah, so like I said, I could see going both ways. Alright, so next pack seems pretty obvious that I would take the Dross Ripper. There's really nothing else in this pack.
Yep.
Alright, so that's it. That's
what I took.
Yep. Alright, so pick 10.
Well, how lucky is that? We've been looking at Dross Rippers this entire draft, and we keep getting them extremely late pick.
Yeah. Alright, here I would definitely take the Mirrodin Spy. And you...
Like Golem's good, but we only need
one.
We even need one.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mirrodin Spy is the pick. Let's do pick 11. Beseiged. That's actually a pretty good card. And that's the pick for me, at least. So, let's see. And we agree. Alright, moving on. That's a good coincidence. So, Vivisection followed by an Oculus seems like a pretty awesome pick. So, yep, Oculus is the pick for pick 12. And that seems like a good combo. All right, here. I guess here I just take the Phyrexian Digester because it's an artifact and it's a steal an infect creature from somebody in case they're actually trying to do infect. All right, so we
got game against infect, and if need be, and we get hit this, turn that into a 5/5 infect.
Yeah, 5/5 infect is pretty sweet. All right, so here, pick 14, Caustic Hound. All right, and pick 15. This is a tough one, but I think I'll probably pick the Swamp.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
All right, so what'd you think after you did this draft?
Actually, I like the deck quite a bit.
Yeah,
it's pretty artifact heavy, unplayable.
I do like the way it looks so far. So let's take a look at all the picks. So there's our pack 1, that beautiful Tezzeret. Such a lovely card. And really, we didn't really waste that many picks in pack 1 except for the Praetor's Council, the red and the Swamp card at the very end. That's what.
That Praetor's Council, I don't think we passed anything which we covered.
No, the card. Yeah, exactly. I'm just looking over all the picks here. We didn't really waste that many picks. I feel like we got the best card we could and actually a playable card. I think most of these cards we could actually play in the deck.